We don't like the Buckeyes at all.
When the Mississippi River flooded earlier this year, Dr. Mark Harris and members of his staff at the Annehurst Veterinary Hospital traveled to Missouri on a search and rescue mission.
Something we can do is we can take animals in that are really sick, patch them up, and get them back out there.
Each year, the clinic finds new homes for about 100 rescued cats and dogs. This time around, they headed to Missouri in search of pets abandoned by the floods.
We brought back 26 dogs. We didn't realize that 2 of them were pregnant, and instead of 26 dogs, we had 41 dogs.
Just another day in the life of Harris, owner of Annehurst Veterinary Hospital, the Destination Guide's best vet in Columbus.
Look who's here! There's Dr. Harris!
Harris purchased Annehurst in 1986, just a year after graduating from Ohio State's College of Veterinary Medicine. 25 years later, the practice has grown from 1 part-time employee to 82 full and part-time employees, plus 7 veterinarians. Harris also expanded the practice from 2,000 to 11,400 square feet, including the addition of its Big Walnut Animal Care Clinic and extensive grooming and boarding services.
Shelby was the first dog to ever be in doggy daycare here, and she absolutely loves it.
Every dog that comes in, we want to treat them as if they were our own pet.
I find and I hire animal lovers. We all are heavily invested in the practice and the care and well-being of our animals. I think it shows to our clientele. I think he needs to go back on an oral antibiotic for a little while and make sure it doesn't get ahead of us.
Right. They've always been there when we needed them and given us good advice and all around.
These ears are cute. These retriever ears are cute, but they're man-made. And because they're man-made, they drag some problems along with them, which is when that ear flap folds down over the head, it stays dark and warm and moist in there. And dark and warm and moist is an easy place to get an infection.
Annehurst focuses on dogs, cats, and what are known as pocket pets.
You know, a guinea pig, a rabbit, something like that. We vaccinate, we examine, we treat illnesses. He's had a tumor here that we took off. We're a full-service hospital, so we do surgery, orthopedic surgery, dental surgery. We do our radiographs. His knees are good. A lot of small dogs have kneecaps that luxate. He's got some tartar buildup on his teeth. We're going to scale that off.
My parents came here, so all of our dogs from as long as I can remember. So, long time, my whole life. I remember being here when I was very little. I feel like I grew up around this practice.
Annehurst remains open 7 a.m. through 9 p.m. weekdays, plus 8 to 4 on Saturdays. Doctors also handle their own off-hours emergencies.
We believe very strongly that our veterinarians are taking care of our patients, and if you have an after-hours emergency, we are available.
Annehurst also keeps a technician at the hospital overnight to check on the animals.
With most small animal outpatient clinics, if your animal is sick enough that it has to stay overnight, it's unattended. We don't think that that's acceptable, and so we do have someone with the animals 24/7, 365 days a year. I like to get them to the point where they understand they'll work for food. I like to think that one other part of our practice that's unique is the fact that we have some continuity here, which allows us to bond with both our patients and our clients. Dr. Madwar has been working for me for 22 years. Sally's been working for me for 21 years. I've got 5 employees who've been with me for 15 or 16 years.
I'm always called by my name and recognize that I'm here, and it's always, that makes a nice touch.
One of the first animals that we examined today was Shelby, who's been coming to me since she was 6 weeks old. She's now 12 years old. I know her entire history and what illnesses and problems she's dealt with, and I think that continuity and the ability for Mrs. Pennington to come in and say, I'd like Shelby to see Dr. Harris and Dr. Harris be available. I think that's one of the things that makes us unique, in that you can request your veterinarian and bond to your veterinarian and keep coming back to see your doctor.
I would tell anybody that's looking for a vet to use Annehurst. They're the best.